Hello to all my wonderful friends, my fellow travelers on this journey of life. A very warm and heartfelt welcome back to another special episode of Englusi. Today, I want us to create a quiet sanctuary together. I want you to sit back, perhaps close your eyes, and let's talk about a word that sits like a heavy, cold iron chain around our souls. That word is regret. Regret is not just a word, it's a shadow. It is that soft, persistent, and often painful voice that lives in the deepest corners of our minds. It is the voice that wakes you up at 3 a.m. to whisper, "I wish I had done that differently," or "I should have fought for that person," or "I should have taken that chance." It is a hollow ache for a past that we cannot change. Many people in this world walk through their entire lives carrying their regrets like a massive, dusty, and heavy suitcase. They are exhausted, their hearts are drained, and their eyes are tired because they are permanently looking backward. They are so busy staring at the closed doors of yesterday that they are completely blind to the beautiful open windows of now. But today, right here, in this shared moment of peace, I want us to ask you a question that might change your life. Is it truly possible to just put the suitcase down? Is it actually possible to unlock those chains and be completely free from the what-ifs and the long, cold shadows of your old life? Can you become truly untethered? Let's start our journey today with a powerful visual idea. Imagine that your life is a magnificent ancient book with thousands of pages. Some chapters are filled with golden sunshine, loud laughter, and victory. But other chapters are dark, stained with tears, and full of mistakes that you wish you could rip out and burn so that no one would ever see them. But here is the secret that the universe wants you to know. You are not the ink on the page. You are the writer. You are the one holding the pen in your hand at this very second. You are not the story that happened 10 years ago. You are the person who has the power to write a brand new sentence on a perfectly clean white page today. I meet so many English learners who carry a very heavy regret about time. They say to me with a heavy heart, "Lou, I should have started years ago when my mind was like a sponge," or "I am far too old now, my memory is weak, and the world has passed me by." They talk as if their life is already over just because they didn't start sooner. These people feel like they're in a prison, locked away by the time they think they have lost. But listen to me. Trapped is an illusion. It is a ghost created by a tired mind. It is not a wall of bricks. It is a wall of thoughts. And a wall of thoughts can be broken the moment you decide to think something new and something brave. Think about a giant, majestic oak tree in a quiet forest. They say the best time to plant that tree was 30 years ago, so you could stand under its green leaves today. But do you know when the second best time in the history of the world is? It is today. It is right now. Nature never regrets the time it took to grow. It just keeps growing toward the light. This is the beautiful, quiet magic of a fresh start. Starting over doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're brave enough to try again. It doesn't mean you have to forget your history. It means you're taking the wisdom you found in the fire of your past and using it to build a much stronger house for your future. To truly start fresh, you must master the most difficult, most sacred skill of all. You must learn to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to others. It is a gift you give to your own soul. It means deciding that you will no longer be an enemy to the person you see in the mirror every morning. It means letting go of the anger. Think about how you treat a small child who is learning to walk. When the child falls down, do you scream at them? Do you call them a failure? No. You reach out your hands, you smile, and you say, "It's okay, little one. Get up. Try again." You offer them infinite patience and unconditional love. Why don't you give that same love to yourself? When you make a mistake, whether it's in English or in life, your inner voice becomes a judge. It says, "You're not good enough," or "You always fail." This voice is a liar. It is a collection of old fears and other people's opinions. Today, let's agree to stop listening to the judge and start listening to the friend who lives inside you. This friend knows that you are doing your best. This friend knows that life is hard and that you are brave for even trying. Today, let's change the record. Let's stop playing the song of "I failed" and start playing the song of "I am learning." Every mistake is just a lesson in disguise, waiting to be understood. Imagine your past mistakes are like dry, brown autumn leaves falling from a tree. They dance in the wind, and then they hit the ground. They don't stay leaves forever. They rot and become part of the earth. They become the fertilizer that helps the tree grow taller and stronger. Your mistakes are the fertilizer for your future success. A wise tree doesn't hold on to its dead leaves. It doesn't cry when they fall. It trusts that the seasons will change. Your life has seasons too. If you want to see the flowers of your new life, you must be willing to let the dead leaves of your past stay on the ground. Your past is not your destination. It is just a bridge you had to cross. It is the solid ground beneath your feet. You are standing on top of your experiences, not underneath them. Use that height to look further. Use that strength to walk faster. You are much higher up than you were yesterday, and the view is getting better. Now, I want you to do something very simple but very deep. Look at your hands. Move your fingers. Feel the life moving through you. You are a living, breathing miracle. Your heart is a drum that has been beating for you since before you were born. It has never given up on you, so why should you give up on yourself? As long as there's breath in your body, your story is still being written. You have a choice in every single moment. You can choose to keep your eyes fixed on the darkness of the used to be, or you can turn your face toward the golden, warm light of the could be. The light is always there, waiting for you to notice it. Learning English or any new skill is an act of hope. It is a way of saying to the world, "I am not finished yet. I am still expanding." It is a way to build bridges to other people, to other cultures, and to a version of yourself that is smarter, bolder, and more connected to the world. Please, my dear friend, stop chasing perfection. Perfection is a cold, lonely place where nothing grows. It's okay to have a messy accent. It's okay to forget a word. It's okay to stumble. Every time you stumble and get back up, your spirit becomes more resilient. The beauty is in the effort, not in the perfection. Mistakes are the footprints of a person who is moving forward. If you aren't making mistakes, it means you're standing still. So celebrate your mistakes. Every time you say a word wrong, smile and say, "I'm learning." You are a student of life, and a student is allowed to practice until they get it right. Let's take a moment together right now. Take a very deep, slow breath. Imagine that you are breathing in pure white light. Feel it filling your chest, your arms, and your legs. This breath is a gift from the universe. It is a reminder that you are allowed to start over, right now, in this very second. You are not the person who made that mistake 5 years ago. You are not the person who felt weak last month. You are the person who is listening to this right now with a heart that wants to grow. Every heartbeat is a reset button. Every morning is a brand new beginning. You are constantly being reborn. Think of all the things you have survived. Think of the days when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. You are a survivor. You are much stronger, much kinder, and much more capable than you give yourself credit for. All of your pain has been a training ground for the greatness that is coming. I want you to close your eyes and go inside. Find that one memory, that one regret that has been hurting you the most. Don't push it away. Look at it. See it clearly.
It is just a memory. It is just a picture in your mind. It cannot touch you. It cannot hurt you unless you give it the power to do so. Now, I want you to speak to that memory. Say to it, I see you. I have carried you for a long time. I have learned the lessons you had to give. But my suitcase is full, and I need space for new things. So, I am releasing you now. Feel the weight starting to lift from your chest. As you slowly let your breath out, imagine that regret turning into tiny birds. Imagine them flying out of your heart into the big, endless blue sky. Watch them go further and further away until they are just tiny dots, and then they are gone. You are no longer tied to them. You are untethered.
Feel the space inside you now. It is quiet. It is open. It is peaceful. You are finally ready to pick up your pen with a steady, confident hand. You are ready to write the most beautiful chapter of your life, a chapter about courage, about learning, and about the incredible beauty of being yourself. My dear friends, never forget, the past is a ghost, but the future is a field of flowers waiting for you to walk through it. Be gentle with your soul today. You are a work of art in progress. Thank you for walking with me today on Englusi. Keep learning, keep breathing, and keep believing. Goodbye for now.